All right, so let's take a look at this multiple choice question. Which value is not contained in the solution of the system shown below? A plus 5b minus c equals negative 20. 4a minus 5b plus 4c equals 19. And negative a minus 5b minus 4c equals 2. So this is a three-variable system. I have three equations and I have three variables. So you can solve this the long way or the algebraic way by eliminating a variable in a set of two equations and then eliminating that same variable in another set of two equations. There are other videos on how to do that algebraically. But this is a multiple choice, so you want to try to save some time. So there's going to be a calculator trick that you can use, but there's a couple of steps involved in it. So the first thing is I want to set up what's known as a matrix. So in our matrix, I'm going to label, I'm going to set it up as these giant brackets because that's how we represent a matrix. So there's coefficients in front of these variables. I'm going to put those in because what you're going to do is you're going to set up your matrix using your coefficients. So my first row in my matrix is going to be 1, 5, negative 1, negative 20. My second row is going to be 4, negative 5, 4, 19. And my last row is negative 1, negative 5, negative 5, 2. So the A's are in the first column, the B's are in the second column, the C's are in the third column, and the answers are in the fourth column. So now I'm going to go to my calculator and I'm going to input this matrix into my calculator. So let's go to our calculator. So in my calculator, I want to enter a matrix. So matrix is when you hit second and then at x to the negative 1 right under the math. So I want to edit my matrix. So I'm going to go to the right and I'm going to hit edit on A. You can do any of them, but I'm going to work with A. So my matrix is a 3 by 4. That's going to give me 3 rows and 4 columns. And now I'm going to enter it exactly as I have it. 1, 5, negative 1, negative 20, 4, negative 5, 4, 19, and my last row, negative 1, negative 5, negative 5, 2. So I'm done editing. So I'm going to go second quit back to my home screen. So now I want to use my matrix. So I'm going to go back to the matrix menu. So second, that x to the negative 1. And you can see that my A, I've already edited. It's a 3 by 4 matrix that I've input. So I'm going to go over to math. And this is all the commands for matrix. So I'm going to scroll up actually because it's quicker to get there. And I'm going to go to choice B, which says RREF. And that's the one I'm going to choose. So now I need to select which matrix I'm using. So I'm going to hit second matrix again, and I want to select A because that's the matrix I input in. And then I'm going to hit enter. Now, I'm going to drag this onto here so I can annotate it for us. This is the answer. So let me move this over here for a second. So this is my matrix. So where the ones are is telling you the answer. So that's the A column, the B column, and the C column. So 1 is our true statement. So it's kind of like a binary code if you take computer science. But that means that A is negative 2. B is negative 3. And C is 3. So if I go back to my question, it said, which is not an answer, or which is not part of the solution. So negative 2, negative 3, and 3. So 2 is my answer. So remember, there are a lot of steps, but if you are good with the calculator and you can remember these steps, this matrix can be used for multiple choice questions, or it can always be used to check your answers. It cannot be used on a free response where you have to show your work. If you need to learn how to show your work for solving a system of three variable system of equations, there are other videos for that.